Hi Leo, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is December 4th, 2019. You are watching a general love reading for the beginning of the month for the sign of Leo. It's a general reading, so it can apply to any kind of relationship, romantic, family, friends, co-workers, you name it, it might apply. Be flexible with the energy. Don't be too concerned about the gender of the cards. You can interchange the roles within the reading. You might be any one of the characters that's represented. Also, it might feel like I'm reading for you, but you could also feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. So take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Let's get started, shall we? I have pre-shuffled on my decks. Quick cut here, and we're going to see what's going on for Leo today. So we're going to start with the Eight of Swords and your underlying energy paired with the Page of Pentacles. We have Justice in reverse, paired with the Seven of Wands in reverse. The Three of Swords in reverse. The Ten of Cups in reverse. Seven of Pentacles. And that is paired by the Fool in reverse. All right, Leo. So you're feeling trapped. Feeling trapped maybe by a lack of an understanding regarding a situation or relationship. Maybe you haven't been able to gain some information that you need to move forward with something, a situation, or within a relationship. Or maybe you feel like you haven't been able to gain the experience that you need to move forward. You're feeling a little cautious, feeling a little wary about taking a risky move. Something maybe that you've been working on for quite some time. You might be dealing with some heartbreak, some sorrow, maybe surrounding something within a relationship or within a group of people. We have the Ten of Cups in reverse. I do feel like you want to move past this, that you're trying to heal, but there's a sense that there's been something unfair or a lack of justice, and you might be feeling like you want to give up on this, that maybe you've done everything that you can, and things just are not going in your direction, and you just at this point want to heal so that you can be happy, so that those around you can be happy. Again, you're trapped by not knowing something or not being able to obtain some information or feeling like you have a lack of experience. Let's see what else we get for you. So clarifying the Eight of Swords, we have the High Priestess. And we have the Chariot clarifying the Page of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is clarifying Justice in reverse. Nine of Wands is clarifying the Seven of Wands in reverse. The Moon is clarifying the Three of Swords. Three of Wands is clarifying the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Wands is clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. And the Fool in reverse is clarified by Judgment in reverse. Okay, so it looks like you have an understanding that you are trapped or feeling restricted regarding gaining some kind of knowledge or experience or information, but you can't get what you want until you actually move forward. And it feels like you may have to make that move without having what you want in order to feel secure about the situation. You've been spending a lot of time on this situation. You want to relieve the burden of spending more time on this. You want to take that leap of faith, but you're feeling really cautious because I feel like you have a lack of experience or lack of understanding of how to move forward with this. And you feel like you might just have to go ahead and take that leap of faith without having what you need, the tools that you need, the information that you need, the experience. Your gut is telling you that you need to go ahead and move forward without this information or experience, like I said, because you're not going to gain it until you make that move. So you're fighting this sense of injustice. You feel like you want to give up. You may feel like you've been the person who's been kind of giving a lot in a situation, whether it's a relationship or circumstance, and not receiving the same back, or you haven't reaped the benefits of the work you've put in or the effort you've put in. And you're feeling like you want to give up, but you're still fighting. You feel like you want to throw in the towel, but for some reason you feel like you have to keep going with this. You have to keep fighting for it. You're starting, there's been some pain and sorrow surrounding, again, some unknowns, some secrets, something that you can't obtain until you make a move. There's some unknowns, some secrets, some hidden information, something that you just can't get your hands on. I think you've been fighting this. I think you're starting to have a clear understanding that you're not going to be able to obtain what you need until you make a move forward, until you take a leap of faith. I think you have a feeling that that whatever it is that you're moving toward will bring great happiness and joy. You're kind of waiting for that to come in for you. Maybe there's a sense that all of this is worth it. If you can get to that end goal, if you can get to that point where you've made some headway, you are making some progress. But again, this is taking a lot of time. You've been nurturing whatever this is, whether it's a relationship or a situation or an opportunity. You've been putting a lot of time into this. And again, I think you want to relieve the burden of the amount of time you've been putting into this. It's time to see some results, in other words. But there's still a risk involved in taking that first move forward. And you don't want to make a mistake. Maybe you've made some mistakes in the past and you're revisiting that and you're trying to figure out how not to slip up this time or how not to mess things up this time around. But again, I don't feel like you don't feel like you've gained what you need in order to make an educated move forward, in order to, I think that you want to do things differently, but you're not sure how. You don't have an exact plan in mind. This feels very general so far, but let's see what else we get. I don't have anybody else's energy on the board, so right now this is a reading strictly just for Leo. We'll see who else pops up in the reading with this next deck. Let me give it one more shuffle. Okay, clarifying the Eight of Swords, we have the Star. And Page of Wands is clarifying the Page of Pentacles in reverse. King of Pentacles with Justice in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse, clarifying the Seven of Wands. Six of Pentacles again, this time in the reverse. Five of Pentacles, clarifying the Ten of Cups. Queen of Cups, clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. And the Three of Swords again in reverse, clarifying the Fool in reverse. So in your underlying energy of the Star and the Page of Wands, you have the Star and the High Priestess. This is interesting because what this feels like to me is that you feel trapped by the idea that you are just having to trust your gut with this situation, that you have to take this leap of faith without something tangible, without something concrete to go on, without plans. You're having to trust your gut, your intuition, and your hope. You just have to maintain a level of hope, but you feel trapped by that. Like this is all you have to go on. It's quite literally a leap of faith. It feels very positive. It feels like Spirit's on your side with this. I think that you know that. You are feeling, you've got page energy in your underlying energy. So it feels like this is something brand new to you. This is something that you want, that you've been, again, moving toward for quite some time. I think because of the amount of time, you may have lost a certain amount of passion for this. Maybe you're starting to dwell a little bit on whether or not this is right for you, and you're losing the passion because of the amount of time that this has taken. But I think part of the reason that you've lost this passion, and I do feel like the Queen of Cups is you, Leo. I think part of the reason you've lost this passion and you want to regain that is because you've stumbled along the way. There's been stumbling blocks, and you may be feeling a little bit down because things haven't panned out the way you thought they would. It might be one of these things that you've had to take a risk in the past, and there have been mistakes in the past that you've had to heal from, that you've had to bounce back from, and you know that you haven't gained what you need in order to move forward, again, with a sense of significant security. You're still feeling insecure about this, a little worried about taking another leap of faith. And again, you maybe have lost some passion for this because of the mistakes in the past. But you know that whatever this is going to bring you a significant amount of happiness. It's just not there yet. I think you feel that the unknowns outweigh what you know about the situation. You're feeling in the dark more than you're feeling like you have a clear understanding of where you're headed or how this is going to, what kind of results you're going to get out of it. I think you're dealing with a lot of mental conflict, a lot of anxiety surrounding the situation. And again, you may be battling the idea that you want to give this up, that you want to throw in the towel, because this has just been mentally exhausting for you. Whatever the situation is, you're still dealing with a sense of injustice, like things are not going your way. I feel like you have somebody on your side. I feel like this King of Pentacles is in your corner. This is somebody that you're dealing with, and this King of Pentacles has an understanding that things haven't been going your way. This person came out clarifying justice in reverse. I think they have a clear understanding that things so far haven't gone your way, but they're providing some balance. They're giving you some hope. They're giving you a sense of security. This person might be helping you financially. This person may have been there to support you in that manner. The King of Pentacles is somebody who is a very loyal, compassionate individual, someone who can provide for others. This can be considered a father figure, a family man. This person is definitely someone who's standing solid on his own 2 feet and willing and capable to be there for the people that he loves and that he cares for. This could be a father, this could be a friend, this could be someone who you are close to, again, that is feeling that it is helping you, whether it's financially or emotional support. I do feel it could be both. This person understands that there's been some injustice in regards to this goal or whatever it is you're moving toward. This could potentially be, you going off to school or traveling or trying something new. Maybe trying to get a new little business off the ground. It does feel like something that you're doing for yourself. that you've put a lot of work into. You've maybe put a lot of money into this right now, or at this point in time, and again, have not seen results from your efforts, or in other words, the amount of resources, time, and energy you put into this has not produced anything that is of significance right now. But there is a lot of hope, and this person is supporting you. I feel like you may have given this up if it weren't for this King of Pentacles. And maybe because you have been feeling insecure about it, and feeling like maybe you were making mistakes or going in the wrong direction. But also B, I don't think that you've had maybe the financial resources to move forward with this situation. So clarifying the High Priestess, we have the Seven of Cups. And we have the Lovers in reverse, clarifying the Chariot. Ten of Cups in reverse again, clarifying the Six of Pentacles. The World in reverse, clarifying the Nine of Wands. Six of Wands in reverse, clarifying the Moon. Five of Cups, clarifying the Three of Wands. Judgment again, this time in the upright, clarifying the Ten of Wands, and it's in the same set of cards as Judgment in reverse, and then we have the Four of Swords. So it feels like, you've been battling, you've been pushing forward with this. You're not letting go of this situation. You're not letting go of this opportunity or this goal. It could, again, I feel like there's been some mistakes or maybe actions taken or decisions made as you've been moving forward that may have been made for the wrong reasons. Possibly may have affected a relationship or relationships as you've been moving forward with this endeavor. You are not happy. I think you're happy to have the support of this King of Pentacles. At the same time, you're not happy with having to rely on this person, I think, as much as you have. And maybe you've been having to rely on this person a little bit more than you anticipated in the beginning. I feel like this person is happy to do it. They're not giving up on you. This King of Pentacles has very positive energy and is pushing forward with you and happy to do so. You might be a little confused as to why your gut is giving you hope, why you keep thinking to yourself, this has been so hard, I just want to let this go. At the same time, something tells you you shouldn't let it go. Something is telling you to push forward with this, and so you are. But there's confusion surrounding that. You're trying to figure out why you're continuing to move forward with this when things just haven't been going your way. At least that's what it feels like. They haven't been going your way. Again, this sense of unknown of maybe where you're headed or the results, or there's some unknowns, some fears surrounding not having a clear picture of where this is going is what's keeping you from feeling like you are really secure with taking this next step forward. But there is this progress. You are healing from whatever roadblocks you've had in the past. You are making headway, but it is slow progress again, and I do feel that it is getting close to the point in time where you are going to see some results, and you'll be able to relieve this burden of waiting, of trying to be patient for this. Because patience has been testing you. This having to have this level of patience has tested you in your ability to, continue to hold on to this goal. I'm just going to call it a goal. I don't know what to call it because it feels like it could be a bunch of different things for you, Leo. I mean, this could be a new opportunity in business. It could be you going off to school. It could be a new relationship. It doesn't feel that way to me. It feels more like it's a new job or a new a new opportunity in education. Maybe you're traveling. The Chariot often indicates travel. It could be travel overseas. It could be maybe it's education abroad. And again, I feel like this has affected some relationships. Maybe people are feeling like they're going to miss you, or maybe you have to leave behind, a relationship for this opportunity. So the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying your underlying energy. I do feel like that also represents you, and when you have the Ace of Wands. So this is something brand new. This is something that you haven't experienced before. This is something that you don't know anything about, or that you haven't, you're really taking, it feels like a big risk to me, because it's something that you're totally unfamiliar with, something that you really want and that you're excited about. On the other hand, it's not, it's brand new to you. Tower reverse. The Fool in the upright position. Chariot reverse. The Nine of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. And the Page of Wands again. Okay, so let's look at these a little bit more closely. So, I do feel like this Queen of Pentacles is just indicating your energy, feeling a little confused, a little in the dark, and definitely feeling a little insecure, not feeling like you could do this on your own. Again, you've got this King of Pentacles in your corner helping you out. Trapped by hope, though, because you have to hang on to your hope. You have to hang on to your hope and your gut telling you that this is the right move. Even though you're confused, you're in the dark, you're feeling like you don't know what the outcome will be. But you're still plugging forward with it. Again, this is a brand new situation for you. It could include travel, especially with the Page of Wands out here in the Chariot. Some brand new opportunity, relationship, adventure, educational opportunity, business opportunity, something brand spanking new that you are moving toward. Again, this could definitely include travel. Possibly travel abroad. It feels like it's coming up soon for you too, based on what I'm seeing. This is something that's quite literally on the horizon, within your grasp, because again, in your set of outcome cards, the cards are indicating that you're going to be able to relieve the burden of feeling like this has been a failure or things haven't been working out because you've been having to wait for so long, or you've been having to do all the preliminary necessities, getting yourself ready to go. Maybe if it is, let's say it's, education abroad, for example, having to get your passport and having to do all the paperwork, and maybe, having to pay fees and this and that, all that stuff that you have to do before you even, step foot on that new ground where you're going to finally start experiencing what it is that you are heading toward. So you have put a lot of thought into maybe some previous mistakes that have been made, or some decisions that were made that were not, that did not result in an outcome that you desired. And it has made you feel cautious, and you have had to recover from possibly having made these mistakes and realizing that you need to recover from this first and heal from that, and then move forward, maybe with trying something different or trying something new, or tweaking things and going about it this way instead. I think that having to deal with the struggle has made you unhappy, and maybe you've even felt a little bit alone, or felt like you're having to push forward with this by yourself. Maybe you aren't getting a lot of support aside from this King of Pentacles. It's possible, especially with the Lovers in reverse and the Ten of Cups twice, you might not be getting support from family and friends who maybe think that this is a bad move, or who may be worried about you moving forward about this. So you maybe feel alone in this situation, alone in this endeavor, and that may have been hard for you as well. You may have had to grieve that, where people just haven't been supportive of you. And, you know, the financial part of it may have held you back to a certain extent, but I do also feel like the unknowns and feeling insecure about where you're headed or what's waiting for you on the other side has made you feel to a certain extent that this potentially could be, you know, could end up in failure and not getting what you want. But you're fighting for this. You're fighting for this, and you're fighting to, even with feeling like there's been a lot of injustice and a lot of things that haven't gone your way, you're still willing to take that risk. You're fighting it. Definitely with the help of this King of Pentacles. And I do feel like this King of Pentacles is not only strongly on your side, but has probably helped you a lot financially. And I don't necessarily feel that you expected to be faced with this, where you needed somebody in your corner who was willing to help you out, because I feel to a certain extent, if this King of Pentacles weren't here to, or if he wasn't standing by your side, helping you out financially, maybe encouraging you, you know, be lending an ear to listen, and maybe helping you through some other things, maybe lending you some other resources other than money. Maybe they have connections, that kind of thing. I feel like if this King of Pentacles weren't hanging around helping you out, that you may have given this up. That you may have said, I just can't do this alone. I do feel like this King of Pentacles has been significant support for you. And maybe that all by itself is the injustice, because you feel like this King of Pentacles is not getting anything out of this situation. This person is doing this for you. And maybe you feel like you can't give anything in return, but this person feels like they want to do this for you. This is somebody who gains something out of being able to help others. So you getting to experience whatever it is you're experiencing, or having success with this endeavor, whatever it is enough reward for this person. So if you're feeling guilty or whatever in regards to financial support, or like I said, emotional support, that kind of thing, this person is all about that. That's what this person wants to do. So don't feel guilty about that. And considering that they have stuck by your side even through what feels like you know, some failures in the past, or some bad mistakes, or some bad decisions, it's what this kind of person does. The King of Pentacles. This kind of person wants to be the person you lean on. Okay, so this one wanted to come out, as you can see, the Scribe in reverse, which is 12, the 12 of air. I know I've had this one maybe once before. I am not super familiar with this card yet, so I am going to obviously read it from the book, as I have been, Leo, and then we're going to end your reading here. I have to say, based on what I'm seeing in the cards, I see a lot of frustration. I see a lot of healing, healing past mistakes, feeling like you've lost your passion for this. You don't want to do this anymore. You feel like you want to give up, throw your hands in the air and say, I'm done. But you're pushing forward, which is really encouraging. And you have this kind of ambition. You should absolutely stick with this, because I have a feeling that this is exactly what you need to be doing. You've got a lot of positive cards that show that Spirit's on your side and helping you out with this. Spirit is in your corner. And you learn from the experiences. It's part of what makes you strong. It's part of this process of turning this Page of Pentacles upright. You don't feel like you're mastering what you need to do, what you want to do, what you want to accomplish, but eventually you will. And you're going to move past, this page energy where you feel like you don't know what the hell you're doing or where you're going. You will get past that point, but you've got to keep plugging forward and take the risks, because it looks promising for you. I mean, that's what I'm seeing in the cards. Again, I'm not promising it's going to work out for you, but based on what I see, it's going to work out. There's a lot of hope with the Star card and stuff too. So sorry, I'm rambling. Let me get to the page and I'll read this to you and then we'll close out the reading. Okay, 12 of Air, the Scribe, and this was in reverse. So this is potential blockage. It's a couple paragraphs, not very long, and I will display this in the upright so you can look at the picture. Here we go. The Scribe reversed symbolizes a need to keep your cards close and what you know to yourself. There is a chance that someone around you is only interested in harvesting your knowledge on a particular subject so that they can use the information that you have in order to better themselves. If it were a sharing of knowledge, it would be an opportunity for a great mutual exchange and meeting of the minds. However, when the Scribe appears reversed, this is most likely not the case. It also signifies a need for you to censor yourself, even if there is no specific person seeking to benefit personally from your knowledge. You might be giving out too much personal information about yourself and be placing yourself at risk of someone taking advantage of the knowledge you share. Protect your personal and private information. It is far too easy for others to take advantage if you give them the means to do so without considering the risk and consequences. To me, this indicates possibly what has happened in the past that has kept you from moving forward with this endeavor, that maybe you have shared a little too much with the people who are not in your corner, the people who are not supportive of you, and that may have held you back to a certain extent or kept you down, or, you know, again, sharing information with people who are not supportive of you, who maybe don't share your dreams, your ambitions, are going to try to talk you out of it or try to talk you down or tell you that you can't do it. Fill your head with all kinds of negative energy that's going to have you feeling like, you know, you're making a mistake, it's too risky, you have to give up. I mean, that potentially could be where all the negative energy in this reading is that you've just been talking to the wrong people who've been holding you back and holding you down. Continue to you know, keep this person close. And I think absolutely can trust this person, but be careful about who else you're sharing your plans with, because again, you don't want to absorb that negative energy that some people give when, you know, and a lot of times they do it because they're jealous. You know, if you're sharing this information, let's say with a parent or a friend who just isn't that type of person to take these kind of chances and risks in their lives. And they're, you know, ultimately they're jealous, so they're going to downplay what you're doing or make you feel bad about where you're headed because they don't want to see you succeed because they'll be jealous of you. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Okay, Leo, I'm going to leave that here. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you are able to move forward. I wish you the best of luck in this situation. I think that you are moving in the right direction. Again, all my best, and take care, and I hope I see you again. Bye, Leo.